You might be thinking that the intro music of Misha Nichnas Adar Marbim B'Simcha that still has the Purim kind of flair to it is a mistake. But it's actually not, it's intentional. Because the Gemara that says that when Adar comes, when we enter the month of Adar, we should increase the amount of joy and celebration we have. In that Gemara in Tainus, Rashi actually says that what that is referring to is from the days of Adar until Pesach. And so there's some sort of continuity from Adar and from Purim into Pesach in which we experience this heightened sense of joy. And the question, of course, is what is the connection between Purim and Pesach? And why is there not just a connection, but that the celebration and the joy is really one continual experience and process? And I think that the idea emerges from a comment of the Ramban in his commentary to the Torah. What he points out is so simple and yet so profound. And that is that the greatness of the experiences of Yitzias Mitzrayim, of leaving Egypt, of those open and revealed miracles, those extraordinary events that took place, the splitting of the sea, where all of nature is turned upside down and everything is just changed miraculously. The greatness of that moment, of that miracle, of the sea splitting, isn't about seeing that God can split the sea. It's about coming to appreciate that actually it's no more of a miracle for the sea to be split than for the sea to be together. That all of nature is a miracle. Nature is just the word we give to the things we become accustomed to the miracles of everyday life. They become almost natural. They become nature. But that's just the language, that's just the word we use because they've become habitual. They've become no longer a big deal to us. But it's the Pesach experience. It's the awareness of seeing those miracles in a very explicit way that brings us back into our regular lives with a different sort of appreciation, a different way of seeing things, that the things that seem so ordinary are not ordinary in any way whatsoever. That everything around us, that all of our lives, all of our day-to-day lives, all the basic things are all miracles. And that is the celebration, that's the joy, and that's what Purim is. Purim had no grand revelation, no turning over of nature, but it was that nature itself is a series of miracles. And so the connection between Purim and Pesach is that they work off of each other, and that's the ultimate celebration, the ultimate joy. This connects very nicely with the comment of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. He says, Misha nichnas Adar marbim b'simcha. When Adar comes, we increase our simcha. But what that means is that this joy is not a joy that's brand new. It's not that we have something we experience throughout the year, and now comes Adar and we experience something totally different. That's not what the Gemara says. What the Gemara says is that when Adar comes, we increase our simcha. But it's the same simcha, the same joy that's already there every single day throughout the year. Now we increase it. Now we heighten it. So the experience that we're going to have, all of us, on Pesach, of talking about these miracles and reflecting on these miracles, the upshot of all of that in the deepest way is not to focus on those miracles, but it's to use those miracles to realize the miracles of everything and to appreciate nature as a miracle and all of our lives as being filled with miracles.
שנכנס אדר, מהווים שמחה, מי שנכנס אדר